Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Meg Smith.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Today, I'm here with Donna Glenn from FastestLabs of Arvada. How are you, Donna?
I'm doing great today. How are you doing, Meg?
I'm well. Thank you for spending some time with me today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Yeah. Well, tell everybody a little bit more about FastestLabs of Arvada.
FastestLabs of Arvada is a locally owned and operated franchise. The franchise is operated elsewhere, but we are locally owned and operated. There are 5 locations in Metro Denver area. Unlike most, we are drug and alcohol testing companies. We do pre-employment, post-accident, DOT, non-DOT drug screenings. We are also getting into a lot of DNA testing for health reasons. Like, did you know that only 1 in 5 people respond to the high protein, low carb diet? Only 1 in 5. You can find that out when you do your DNA testing. You can find out if your child is an introvert or an extrovert. You can find out whether or not they are prone to building lean muscle mass or whether they should be like a power lifter. So those are so many things, and we are also HIPAA protected. So we're not like going to 23andMe where they're going to sell your information. We are HIPAA just like a doctor's office. So, we can also find out if you are not the father, or are you?
Well, that is all really fascinating because I didn't realize, those 23andMe places exist and, these online facilitators of this or that genetic profile information to help you with, health or whatever. But
Right.
That's really interesting that A, they're not HIPAA compliant potentially, and B, that you can do that right here in town and provide all that
here in
insight.
town and have answers for you within 3 business days. It's not like sending DNA out that would take forever, and we don't require an appointment. Our goal is to get people in here and for a simple drug test out within 15 minutes, back on their way out to their day. The employer, who is our main client, just for example, we have a DSP, an Amazon DSP that we can completely customize tests. So they test to choose to include marijuana, THC, but then they don't count it against the employee if they test hot for that because it is legal in the state of Colorado. Some employers test for that, and it is absolutely not allowed. So and then some employers don't test for it at all. So regardless of, the tests are completely customizable. Your employee or your potential employee comes in. We'll get them in and out within 15 minutes, and the results will be in the employer's inbox before the client even leaves the office. So they're coming in, doing their test within 15 minutes, and then the employer has it in their inbox before they even leave here. So, and DNA testing or DOT testing, we have a turnaround between 48 and 72 business hours. So.
Okay. And then do you help folks interpret the results of those like DNA tests and stuff, or give them literature?
We do not. The company that we do that through does send information with
Perfect.
With testing. So and we're getting into that. One of my main interests in developing clients that are into holistic medicine, doctors that are into like the wellness testing, all of that stuff needs to be, and that's something that their doctor would be able to go through with them once they got all the results back. We do, all the prick testing that they used to do for people on people's backs for allergies. We can do that with a simple swab now, a DNA swab, test for up to 350 different things to find out whether or not the seasonal allergies you seem to be having year round or due to something in your house, or if it's environmental outside.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's probably a lot of parents perking up at that information because we're all trying to figure out why our kids are, having all the crazy symptoms they have. Is it a cold? Is it
Right.
allergies?
Exactly.
That's really
Exactly.
good.
We can find
So
out
how
without having them go through that torturous experience of all the
yeah,
pricks and stuff. You don't have to do that anymore.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that piece of information. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd love to hook up with pediatricians and of
Yeah.
course attorneys' offices too. We do a lot of testing for for paternity. We also work with a lot of attorneys' offices to do compliance for people who are having substance abuse issues and are trying to get custody of their kids and keep custody of their kids, which is pretty cool. To be able to do that and help people
empower. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, because that's a difficult situation. So how did you get into this industry?
It's really bizarre. I was not looking for this job, and it found me. My boss Nick came into to the other place where I was working and said, "You have a great personality." And I said, "Thanks. Now you at least have to tell me I'm cute." and so we laughed, and he said, "Do you ever think about doing anything different?" And I said, "Well, I'm always open to new opportunities." And came down and talked to him, and he offered me the position. So I'm the lead salesperson and the location manager for this facility. So yeah,
awesome.
I love it.
So you charmed your way right into a new opportunity with a smashing personality.
Things, isn't it?
That's right.
And you had to at least tell me I was cute because anytime you introduce somebody, say they got a great personality. Usually,
yeah, you need both for sure.
I'm actually in recovery, so it's a really weird thing to me to have this to have been the opportunity that presented itself. It's very cool because I think I have an ability to not only create an environment where people who are being drug tested are being treated. A lot of places they treat them poorly. You will never have that happen here. I also want to, I'm thinking outside the box as far as compliance goes with attorneys' offices and with court situations where we have a thing that's a sweat patch that if you put it on for 2 weeks, you leave it on, just like any kind of substance comes out through your urine or in your blood, it's going to also come out in your sweat. So the sweat patches are really almost foolproof as far as like being able to manipulate the results. We can tell if it's been taken off. So those are really good for compliance and for people that are just trying to either protect their children because they are working with an attorney and their exes maybe have some substance abuse issues, or for the person who has a substance abuse issue to be able to be more compliant. It's a more accountable.
Yeah, and demonstrate that compliance in a method that is, easy to do. I think that's
and relatively foolproof. So,
yeah, nice. I love it. So, why do you think folks choose FastestLabs over others? I know, obviously, the environment, which you just spoke of, which is, kudos to you. You're supporting people that need your kindness and not judgment, right? So that's amazing. But why else might they come through?
I can't imagine that there's anybody in the United States, maybe around the world, really, who is not affected by substance abuse of some form. So we should all just try to be trying to work with each other rather than against the whole thing, because working against it doesn't ever work. Our facility is very clean. We don't do any testing here for contagious diseases. So we don't do COVID testing here. We don't do flu testing here. So it's not some place where you feel like if you're going to walk into it, then you have to be very wary that there are going to be sick people here. That's
right.
We keep that separate. And our friendly staff, I have a great assistant manager. Nick, the owner, is great. And we all come in here knowing that it's our responsibility to make ourselves happy every day. That's why we're here. That's what people expect when they get here, and that's what we provide. So, and we're fastest.
Excellent. Yeah, those are all the things you want. Caring, staff, customer service, quick turnaround. That's fantastic. So tell me a little bit about, like, I don't know if there's any seasonality to your work. Are there things that you all want to share just based on time of year, that sort of thing?
Well, DSPs, anybody that's in retail that's gearing up for like the Christmas holidays, we do a lot of Amazon DSPs where they're hiring a lot of drivers right now. So we are offering a special to DSPs or for any new business that will sign up with before the end of the year. It's normally our 5-panel rapid drug screens are $54, and I'm doing them for $29 through the end of the year.
Oh, so, nice. That's quite the deal.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially when you're hiring a lot of people seasonally, because that
right. Yeah. I mean, we it's a huge part of our business right now. So we're seeing a lot of new people coming in pre-employment drug screens. Also for people that are part of DOT, the Department of Transportation, they have a random schedule that has to happen for random drug testing for like over-the-road truck drivers and things. And so we're seeing a little bit of an uptick because of that. And they're almost finished with Ralston Road, so that's helping a lot. It's been pretty nasty.
Yeah, I know. That construction, right? It's been there forever, it feels
like. Exactly.
Well, how do you guys get involved in the community? You're probably out there, marketing the facility and connecting with folks. What are some ways that you participate in the community?
Well, we're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, and then I just met the new mayor of Arvada yesterday, Lauren,
awesome.
And so just we're planning on getting a lot more involved. I just took over this position about 2 months ago, and the business has only been here for about 6 months, so we're sort of still trying to find our feet and then figure out what's going to be our best, outreach. And I am going out into the chamber meetings, of course, and then also just out to market to people and talk to people in the area.
Excellent. Yep. So just being present and, communicative is always key.
Right. I'm open to suggestions. I'm really out there right now trying to just figure out who we can help and what's going to be our best method to really get things going around here.
Yeah, well, we can definitely help you here at the Good Neighbor Podcast, and we'll chat more about that. That's our specialty.
Yay!
So tell us a little bit about you. Like, what are you doing for fun? You're a person too. You don't just work at FastestLabs.
It's the craziest thing ever, though, because it seems that's what I do. No, I actually I couldn't just leave my other job because I love my people over there. So I worked there 1 day a week. And then I try to do service work on Sundays. I stay really busy. Just trying. My son just started school at CU's Aerospace Engineering program in Boulder. So
wow, I'm
back here in Colorado, not because I love the cold, but because I love that young man. So it's great because I get to see him a lot more than I did when I was in Louisiana and Texas. So.
And that's good. Yeah. Well, and congratulations on having such a smart kiddo, because
he's a hard worker, we're both pretty tenacious. So
love it. Well, that's awesome. So how should folks get in touch with you if they have any questions about, the consumer facing, like DNA and, health, wellness stuff, or as an employer getting the, different tests they need done?
Sure. They can always call me. The number here is 303-955-6092. You can ask for me, Donna Glenn, or Brittany's my assistant. You can also reach me at Donna, Donna.Glenn, Glenn, at FastestLabs.com. That's fastest, like you're fast, he's faster, but I'm the fastest. So that's FastestLabs.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I enjoyed getting to know you and sharing the services at FastestLabs.
Thank you so much, Meg. We really appreciate your time and look forward to hopefully getting some input from your people out there. That'd be great.
Excellent.
Well, what's going on in Northern Colorado.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, Go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com or call 720-295-9588.